And good morning, and it is 9:59, and finally I'm on time, although I was just down a musical rabbit hole with Elvis Costello and Linda Ronstadt. I can't explain it. It was just absolutely amazing. Well, I can explain it, but I'm a music guy. I love music. Here's the deal. Let's see what Justin has to say this morning. What is a positive attitude? A simple definition is the way you dedicate yourself to the way you think. Interestingly, it's also a definition for a negative attitude. Jeffrey Gitomer. What a guy. What a guy. Cynthia, it's not hard sell, it's heart sell. Good questions get to the heart of the problem and the need very quickly without the buyer feeling like he or she is being pushed. Jeffrey Gitomer, 2 out of 2. Brilliant quotes. I have to say, brilliant quotes. And Eddie is second. Formal education will make you a living. Self-education will make you a fortune, said by the late, great Jim Rohn. And Mike, good morning. And Ken Walls, good morning, Ken Walls. Oh my gosh, love Ken Walls. Great guy. I mean, literally great guy. And Justin, Ken Walls was first on Facebook, by the way. First. I've been accused of vulgarity, and I say that's bullshit. Mel Brooks. Come on, that's absolutely wonderful. Well, the theme for this morning is, how do you know that you're compelling? How do you know that your message is compelling? So I'm telling you, you got to think about it. I mean, if you're not thinking about it, something is drastically wrong. What makes you so compelling that your prospect has to listen to you, has to agree with you, has to like you, believe you, trust you, and then make the purchase? What's your secret sauce? Put that in the chat this morning, because I want to know. Let's share it with the world. What is compelling about you? For me, what's compelling about me? Come on. My passion and my love for what I do, my willingness to help other people, my desire to establish long-term relationships with everybody, and I'm consistent. This morning, according to Rudolph A., who I'm sure is on yet this morning, from Rennes, France, he has confirmed to me that today is my 118th straight day of being on Facebook and now on StreamYard. Unbelievable. Well, I don't care where I am. I'm going live. I don't care where I am. Right now, I'm in a hotel conference room. You don't know that because my AnyVoo is in the background. My Any freaking Voo, which is the best thing that I've had since I've been alive and going live, because it allows me to travel with my brand. Think about where you are when you travel with your brand. Huh? Just think about it. So if you have an AnyVoo, I want to know about that too. What makes you compelling? Where the hell is your AnyVoo? You can't fool everyone else, but you can fool everybody else, but you can't fool your own mind. David Allen, author. Strive not to be a success, but rather to be of value. Albert Einstein. Totally, absolutely accurate. Now, this morning, as you know, I'm a big fan of AnyVoo. I think it's like the greatest. I'm actually going to put the AnyVoo link that I have right here, useanyvoo.com. I'm going to stick it up there. And then I'm going to bring on a very special, extremely nice human being. Look at this. Exit 7. Almost acceptable. Almost acceptable. Here's another quote. Writing about music is like dancing about architecture. It's a really stupid thing to do. Elvis Costello quote. That's totally cool. And Goodwin, always tell the truth, even if it doesn't make you feel good, but it usually does. I totally concur. It's literally, it sets you free. Bonjour from Space Coast. See, everyone's bonjouring. It must be because I love when people bonjour. Service I render to my customer, being knowledgeable about my market, that is absolutely cool. But I'm telling you that when you have an AnyVoo in the background, it takes away any distraction. It causes the person to recognize that you represent your brand or your happiness or your professionalism, but there's no distraction. Now, I will admit to you, I'm in this lobby. The lighting is not the greatest, but you don't care. If my message is compelling, You're not going to go, well, great show, but fucking lighting sucked. No one's going to say that. No one's going to say that. So I want to talk about what the value is, and I'm bringing on this morning the great Lance Cummins, who is the CEO, founder, chief cook, and bottle washer of Anyvu. He makes them. He loves them. He's like one of the coolest guys on the planet. He's a family guy. And I want to welcome Lance Cummins to the show. Good morning, Lance. How are you?
Hey, Jeffrey. I'm good.
Wait, you got to unmute yourself, or I got one. Okay, cool. And what's in your background this morning?
This is the Chill Concrete Plastic.
I can't.
You can't hear me?
Oh, that's very nice. I can kind of hear you.
You can kind of hear me. That's not acceptable at all.
Well, you're delayed.
Is that any better? Can you hear me now?
Mm-hmm. I can see your lips and then I hear you.
That's a problem.
Yeah, totally a problem. But anyway, here's the deal. You can hear me like in a rebound, right?
Yeah.
You want to dial back in?
Yeah.
Okay. So let me explain to you that Lance founded this company because of his desire to help other people look great when they're live. You can see the difference between me and Lance this morning. He's behind a concrete wall, but he's working. He's working. I'm going to have him come on later in the week, and we're going to talk about it from his perspective and his best Anyvus, and maybe he'll show you some pictures of some of the things that he's made for other people. I just invited him on spur of the moment, so I can't really say that I gave him much prep time. But still, the bottom line is I want to know what he's talking about. I want to know that Lance is on the ball and that you can buy an Anyvu and you can do it in a way that's unbelievable. Successful people do what unsuccessful people are not willing to do. Don't wish it were easier, wish you were better. You know, I sat and watched Jim Rohn. I'm telling you, there's nobody better. There was nobody better. Okay, so Lance will dial back in and we'll talk about that. But in the meantime, because they know, let's see who else is on. I don't want to miss anything. If there was a message maybe delivered by being an example of what I'm about, acceptance, kindness, leading with love. Yeah. And I have yet to offer anything for sale. I totally agree. I don't sell stuff. I let people buy stuff. What does Glenn Bill have to say? The most important play in football and in life is the next play. No argument with that. No argument with that. Good morning, Taru. How are you? Good morning, Wes Wyatt. Good morning. Good morning, Jeannie. Good morning. Hey, y'all. I love y'all. Paul, pump it up. Walls, good morning. Christopher Campbell, good morning. Eddie, good morning. This is just so many people are just here. Good evening. Oh, it's good evening for Taru. I apologize. Good evening. But here, let's go back to use Anyvu. If Lance can dial back in, I'm not really sure what his deal is, but let's see what Ken Walsh has to say. Consistent is what I talk about. Yeah, if you're consistent, you win. Like I'm 100. Can you imagine that? 100. I never counted until yesterday. I kind of wanted to know, and I got emails from people. But Rodolfo was the farthest one away. He went in and counted 118 days is today's day. 118. Oh well. All right. Let's see how Lance is doing this morning. All right. How are we doing now?
Is that any better?
No, it's like completely delayed. I don't understand. What? Do you know Ken Walsh?
I don't, but I can meet him.
He's Ken. Put your email address in here. Put your link in here, and Lance will connect with you to try to find out how to get rid of the delay.
Yep.
Ken is like the ultimate expert in live streaming, and
nice.
He will. Yeah, he had. Say that again. Say nice again.
Yeah, nice.
Oh, that's it. I think we got it.
We good?
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Okay, so forget it, Ken.
I still want to meet Ken though.
Oh, yeah, Ken's a great guy. Your lighting's very good, but Okay, so I asked Lance to come on. He chooses not to use an AnyVoo, so you can see the difference between how he looks and how I look. I look like I know what the hell I'm doing, even though I may not. And you can do exactly the same thing. I don't want to see your closet. I don't want to see your unmade bed. I don't want to see your kitchen. I don't want to see your dog or your cat in the background. I want to see you, your brand, your professionalism, so that I have nothing to worry about as I listen to you pontificate and be compelling. That's the deal. And Lance, how's AnyVoo doing?
We're doing good. Yeah, we're having a great time learning how to, like, make people wonderful things and provide some great customer support.
And
we're
they
trying
love
to do
them.
some fun stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, they love them. How's your video testimonials doing from people that are on AnyVoo?
Good. Yeah, really good. We've got several people who have scheduled times to just get on there and talk with me and show the background, tell stories. It's been a lot of fun.
I like, and I don't want to oversell this, but some people have bought two, put them together in like a corner so that they look like they're in a whole room. It's pretty cool. Wyatt Woodsmall did it. And I think, I can't remember who else did it. Maybe Justin Benton or somebody, but people are rolling on it. And it makes me happy.
Yeah.
It makes me happy as hell. There's a link right there. If you want to just take a look, you can peruse, you can watch the videos, but dude, I'm doing it. Why am I doing it? Do I need to do it? I don't know. But do I want to do it? Yes. I want my brand in the background. I want people to go to Gittimer.com and buy something if they like me. Why would I not give them the opportunity? And if it's there subliminally, I don't even have to sell it. I mean, that's the whole deal. So, Lance, how many members of your family are involved in this business?
All 5 of us.
Cool. Boys or girls?
So my wife, then
Yep.
I've got my oldest daughter, Ellie, Micah, my son, and my 12-year-old daughter, Anna. She's the one actually sewing these things.
You know, could it be any better than that, you guys? This is made in USA on steroids. It's a family business. Lance has his kid doing sweatshop labor. I love it. Let them earn their cereal. So Lance is not very far from Charlotte.
I drove through Charlotte the other day, Jeffrey, to pick up like 1,000 pounds of fabric down in Lylesville.
Oh, wow. So next time you drive through Charlotte, you can come to our home, but we're at the beach.
Exactly. There you go.
But this is the challenge. I love Lance's business. I grew up in a family business. My dad had 6 people in the factory in 1954, if you can go back that far.
Whoa.
And this is a pretty interesting story. They had a machine shop and they would go out and get an order and then come back and do the machine and everything, just do all the parts and all that kind of crap. Had lathes and metal and, scrap all over the floor. And one day my grandfather walked into the shop and he calls my father over and says, "What are you doing?" And my father says, "I'm making this order." He said, "Tomorrow you hire somebody for $2.10 an hour, put on a suit and go sell. That's your job. Go sell." My father obeyed. He put on a suit. He went over to Philadelphia to the Frankfurt Arsenal and somehow came back with an order for $100,000, which in 1954 dollars would have purchased, about 100 Cadillacs. Got it? Yeah. So that put our family on the road to upper middle class country club memberships. And that was in the 50s. It was an unbelievable turn of event. By the time I started to work at my dad's factory, there was 100 people working there, making kitchen cabinets and countertops. And I learned in the summers how to cut wood and how to glue plastic to flake board. And then by 19 years old, I was running the place.
It's incredible.
I mean, yeah, we had a family business. And I honor the family business. And I can promise you right now, Lance has got his 5 kids, got his 5 members of his family, including himself, working there. In a year, there'll be 20 people working there. They'll be working all over the damn place. And he'll be underpaying them, but there's nothing wrong with that. but he will be working at building his business.
I won't be underpaying them.
But regardless of the circumstance, he's fulfilling his own American dream. A, because he can, B, because he's innovative, and C, because the country will embrace him. This country will embrace you for what you choose to do. And because the product is great, I'm a testimony for it. I've been using it not all 118 days, but of the 25 days I've been at the beach, I use it every day. And I'll be here again next week, not this coming week, but the week after next. I'll be back at the beach because we can't go to Paris. So we're going to the beach. And I sit in a hotel room. They give me a nice conference room, but I don't use the conference room background or the shitty art that they put in here. I use AnyVoo, and I can move my table to where you can see more of me now and more of my AnyVoo, but it's fun to do. It goes together easy. I don't have to worry about anything. It breaks down real easy. I can stick it in the car, and I'm pro wherever I go. And if I go to Paris, I'm taking my AnyVoo. Or let me say that again. When we go to Paris again, I'll be taking my AnyVoo, and I'm hoping to go at the end of November. But just think about using. I'm going to do one live show from the Eiffel Tower. Have to, right? I mean, literally, you have to.
Don't use your AnyVoo in front of the Eiffel Tower. We want to see the Eiffel Tower.
Yeah. Actually, it would be cool if I set it up and then took it down.
There you go.
But the bottom line is this. Virtual is not the new black. Virtual is the new green. If you want to earn dollars in this time, virtual is not an option. So wherever you're selling from, your background has to look like you know what you're doing. I don't want to see somebody's closet door. And I'll tell you something, I do a lot of webinars for a lot of my customers, and there's 100 people on, 200 people on, and every single one of them has a for shit background because they don't understand the value of the background. So Lance, come on, tell us the story.
So I'll just give you the brief story. So I have an online marketing company that I started 10 years ago. We're completely remote. And so all of my team does video calls all day long. And they all work out of second bedroom. So I started trying all of the stuff that's out there, right? Like the banners. I tried the pop-up banners. I tried the everything. And there was always something that didn't work well for a remote worker working out of a second bedroom. So I was like, well, maybe I can figure out how to do this. That'd be fun. That'd be a good, way to occupy my time. And so I learned how to do CAD drawing. I 3D printed stuff for a long time. I learned how to sew. We bought these giant machines. So I learned all these fun skills, and at the same time was trying to fill a need for my own company. And decided, well, this seems to be working. Maybe we should see if other people want to try this. And it's been really, really amazing, the feedback we've gotten. And obviously there are other ways to solve the problem, but if you're looking for something specifically for remote work, something that's fairly portable, looks great no matter what platform you're on, looks great whether your lighting is great or not, it still works. Whereas if you're trying to do virtual backgrounds, it really can mess you up badly if you don't have the right thing. So
horribly.
Yeah.
I don't want to ever do a virtual background. I'm going to only do a live because you disappear and your hands, it looks a little tacky.
I was actually, Jeffrey, I was on a call the other day, ironically, with a Zoom salesperson because they were talking to me about my other company. They're my account manager.
Yeah.
And they had their virtual background on. And the entire time she was waving her hands. Her arms were completely disappearing. Her head was disappearing. And at the end, I said, hey, I want to send you a backdrop because you need one because you work for Zoom. And she goes, oh, were my hands disappearing? I didn't even notice.
But people didn't even know, right? There's a reason they don't know. Dudes, every single morning, no matter what, I record these presentations every single day. And you need to do exactly the same thing. If you're not recording and looking at what you look like, something's drastically wrong. So Lance, thanks for being on the show this morning as usual.
Yeah, thanks.
Go to useanyvoo.com and buy one, please, so you look a little bit better, or at least court Lance. If you click on the link, you can get the Lance easy. He will talk to you about how it's affordable and how you should have one immediately and how it's designed. I mean, just do it, please. Just do it. So expect a few orders, bud. It'll
Thanks,
be my
Jeffrey.
pleasure. Lance, you take care of yourself.
Always,
Thank you for
always
being
good talking with you. Yeah, thank you so much. Great
You're
seeing
welcome.
you.
Cheers. All right. You got that message? Good. Tim, good morning. Love your t-shirt. My clients always take my sales call because they're usually a sales lead for them. Cool. Now you're talking. Exit 5. Good morning, everyone from the UK. Stefan, listen, he sent me a very, very nice email. I'm totally respectful of it. Look what I have to do now. This is all I have to do to get myself in perfect view of you. Push this back just a little bit and kaboom. See how easy it is to adjust? Simple. Jim T, be polite, professional, persistent. Now you're talking. Now you're talking. Good morning from happy, amazing Monday to everybody. Come on, let's have some reasons here. We can't solve problems by using the same kind of thinking we used to when we created them. That's exactly the new normal is now. You know, Albert Einstein had to say that 60 years ago or more. And it's still accurate today. Isn't that cool? Isn't that cool? Yep. Thank you very kindly. Thank you very, very kindly. Cynthia has a Anyvoo, huh? Isn't that cool? Cynthia rocks, by the way. Welcome, Lance. Welcome, Lance. I can see him well. I can hear him well. Okay, cool. We can. I can hear him. Okay, cool. Get things done. I provide leads to personal injury attorneys. Whoa. Is that compelling? I guess it is. We can hear Lance loud and clear. I'm so happy for that. And the great Mike Brooks. Aha. It's always my fault. Believe me, I'm married. It's always my fault. I've never had it. If you can hear him fine, okay, good. Mike, check your sound. It was coming through loud and clear. Okay, cool. Thank you. Justin, I'd say what makes me compelling is my dedication to solving my problems by actually caring, asking empathetic questions, taking notes, coming up with solutions, and following through. You know what? That's good enough to keep. So I'm going to click it and keep it. Honesty, knowledge of market, and willingness to help people get what they want is what I strive for daily. And you know what, Eddie? It works. I often put a nice ass for my background. One of my favorites, ass of my 73 Plymouth Satellite. I like that. I like that. 59 would be better. 57 would be even better than that. Wash hands. Now you're talking. I genuinely love to help. Makes me feel great. And when I help clients when I help clients who need something, they call my cell directly and I help. I bring ideas. They don't need to listen to some stupid company recording and end up pissed off for the day. Now you're talking, bud. Now you're absolutely talking. Okay. And by the way, somebody was on a little bit earlier and I wanted to say hey to her, Heather Hawkins. Heather Hawkins was on today. Wow, what a lovely lady she is. And I can't find it, Heather, but I promise you, I'll say, hey, here we go. Heather Hawkins. Hope you're doing well. Long time no see. Hope you're well. We are well. Totally well. Glenville. I got one and one another. Okie dokie. All right, that's what makes me compelling. Joe Williams, that's what makes me compelling. I got to run down the notes because here we go. I hope out compelling reasons is because we have humor, consider sales relationships like friendships, and are committed to bring the best consistent maintenance of best practices for our industry. Perfect. Totally perfect. Getting a house ready to list is fun. Right, because you tell people how to clean it. People who want to sell their house haven't had their house so damn clean in 10 years. That's unbelievable. I provide leads. Okay, I got that. That's where we go. Earl Show, Jim Rohn, we put Rohn on the success track. Yeah. If you listen to Jim Rohn's stuff, he tells you about his mentor, and it's cool. It's cool. As a Washington football fan, the most important season is next season. Now you're talking. You're not going to get a new owner. Well, the Redskins, they're going to change their name. They're going to change their name. Isn't that cool? Ken Walls, give it a couple minutes. It'll catch up. Okay. That was a secret, and it did. His sound is perfect. Okay, good. Facebook user. Never did anything worth doing by accident, nor did any of my inventions come by accident. They all came by work. Thomas Edison, the guy who invented a few different things. Okay, cool. Click on the widescreen layout. I always have the widescreen layout on. Okay. It wasn't a delay. Okay, good. Thank you very kindly for telling me. This is so good. Everyone responds, and I love it. Lance, I love that your family are making, you and your family, I know. I'm telling you, it's unbelievable. And Lance is a great guy. Not a good guy. He's a great guy. I made much of my money putting things together for my grandpa. Sometimes pocket planners, the first job. Cool. That's so cool. Yep. Come on, look at that. That's great. Lance reflects this quote from Earl Nightingale. There is a time when one must decide to either risk everything to fulfill one's dreams or sit for the rest of one's life in the backyard. Yep, on the Direct Line. Get the Direct Line by Earl Nightingale for free by going on YouTube, typing in Earl Nightingale Direct Line, and they all pop up. I mean, literally, they all pop up. Hi, Doug. This is really cool. I don't know. I don't know anything about it. Go to useanyvoo.com and then ask the question online. Thanks for coming today, Lance. Great story. I concur. I totally concur. I need a logo first, but I'm sold. Robert, you can easily get a logo. They'll help you. Can't stop most. Wait a minute. We stopped the insanity, and most businesses and entrepreneurs. Yeah, exactly. That's a great line, Phil. I had a boss who used to say, there are no small clients, just small salespeople. Whoa. Soto, timid salespeople have skinny kids. Zig Ziglar. It's the new Abby Normal from Young Frankenstein. Oh, yeah. Frankenstein. I love Young Frankenstein. Totally great. Great knockers. One of the best lines of all time in a movie. Winning is my assembly line. Helping people grow and develop is my automobile. Whoa. Very well said. Happy Monday, Jeffrey. Joe, the same to you, my buddy. The very same to you and your family. And we will see you soon. And we will be celebrating on the beach. And I love Joe Soto. Period. Greetings, emerging sales winners, sales concepts that can. Brianna Williams, Joe Soto. Wow, that quote will change your life. That is exactly correct. Greetings, Ken Hall. One of my favorite quotes. People buy things for emotional reasons and justify the reasons by using logic. JG. People buy emotionally, justify logically. Love that car. How much is it? Love that house. What's the mortgage? Got it? You don't ask what the mortgage is and then love the house. Come on. What makes me compelling is that I am patient, passionate, genuine, and honest. Those are freaking compelling personal traits and attributes. I hope you all have them. Toru is a master networking machine. Right? People just love the guy. As an American Indian, I always liked the name of Washington team Sad to see it go to wokeness. Whoa. Oh, well. Jeffrey, you are my Earl Show. It is my pleasure. It's my honor to be that high. My total honor. Listen, I've had my mentors all my life. My dad, the late, great Mel Green, the late, great Earl Portnoy have passed on, but their wisdom has stayed with me. You cannot believe for how long. My oldest living mentor is Harvey McKay, who I don't honor that guy. I cherish that guy. And I look to people that I can just buzz up on the phone and talk to them about life. Life is everything. Your attitude, not your aptitude, will determine your altitude. Also, Zig, Mr. Philadelphia, just ask him. Good morning, Big Tom, Tall Tom. I love Bogosky. And it might be Bogosky, but I think it's Bogosky. He's a pizza guy. Now listen, today's been a great day. All kinds of people on from all over the world. I'm very grateful to see you. Very, very grateful to see you. People that I passed by when I was going to Lance that I didn't really realize were on the show as of yet, and they dropped the messages because there's too many of them. But you'll see your stuff. Breaking news: Washington Red Wolves. What is that? What is that? Oh well. Yeah. Resign yourself as general manager of the universe. Jeffrey Gitomer. I concur. So I'm gonna. The Washington Redskins have renamed their team, but will still lose to the Philadelphia Eagles on a regular basis. Names don't mean anything. Quality of players is everything. Okay, so I'm going to go now. It's 10:31 in America on the East Coast. You have yourself a brilliant day. Thank you so much for Lance Cummins for showing up. My pleasure to be here. My pleasure to serve you. I will see you tomorrow morning, 9:59 a.m. Cheers, health, and success to you. Every single